Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Majestic speaking, and today we're going to be looking back into some more MechWarrior Online here, except today I have a very special video for you guys, because we're going to be starting the FanRequest series, and this is the first of many hopefully to come. The request for today is just, I'm taking it from the comments and emails that have been sent in. I've gotten 2 comments on it and probably 5 emails from it requesting dual ERPPC builds, so something that's way kind of unfamiliar to me. So I figured that would be a cool way to kick off this series is by going through a medium, a heavy, and an assault mech that caters to an ERPPC build. So I'm kind of stepping out of my comfort zone here, but I thought that would be a cool way to start off this series. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully I can give some good grounded gameplay in it, because I am not very familiar with utilizing those weapons to their fullest potential. I just have other preferences. But in any case, here is the first one, and it might look kind of funny, but this is my Griffin Sparky. It looks really kind of crazy because from a side view, you got these 2 ERPPC boobs, as I like to call them. I'm not going to turn it again because I know I'm not going to be able to keep a straight face while talking about this video, so we're going to skip over that for now. I'm just going to show you what is involved. So I have an ERPPC in the left and right torso. I have 2 medium lasers in the right arm. And then I filled the rest of it with double heat sinks with a Clan XL, or not a Clan XL, just a regular XL 300 engine in there. Goes 88 kph. Maintains a 1.23 heat management ratio, and you know, I felt like that was the way to go because I do have max armor on it, so I'm not really as worried about getting my torso blown off as you know, other people might be, especially with going with Inner Sphere XL engines. You know, that is the risk that you run with this. If your torso gets blown off, you die. So hopefully that's not going to be the case with us. I decided to go with the speed, 88.3 kph. With the dual ERPPCs, I switched around my build a little bit. This isn't the standard build that I run on this, and it's not a mech that I use. The chassis of the Griffin Sparky, it can be utilized pretty well. I have seen some great games out of it. It's just not one that I usually frequently use, just personal preference. But because of the FanRequest build, all it was is dual ERPVC build, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to go with that. And the reason why I placed the ERPVCs in the left and right torso is because the cockpit is right here. So, you know, there's not much of a height or distance differential between where I'm sitting and the placement of these ERPVCs, which I'm hoping will play out in my advantage, so that really anything that I see I can shoot. They are, you know, torso-mounted weapons, so there aren't any actuators like there are in the right and left arm. So really, I can't extend beyond my my field of view really like I can with the arms. But let's drop into the queue here, and I can keep talking as we go. The next FanRequest build that I'm going to go based off of, and I felt like this would just be an easier way to consolidate all of the you know, suggestions and comments and so forth, is going to be based off of what you guys place in the comment section below, what you would like to see. And the most, and the build that gets, I'm gonna go Mining Collective and Skirmish, obviously, because Mining Collective, it might be, it's one of my favorite maps, and Skirmish, obviously, just because I prefer that game mode. But I figured, you know, it'd be a cool way to transition into the next video is whatever the most comments are on this one. And in the comment section, that's what I want from you guys, is suggested builds that you want to see. And whoever gives the most likes and combined comments on whatever build you place there, that is the one that I'm going to do the next for, because I got the most, indirectly, it wasn't intentional, but I got the most comments, questions, and suggestions for just a dual ERPPC build. So I'm going to do 3 rounds today with a medium, a heavy, and an assault, so 1 of each. But yeah, so for the next one, all I want to see is you guys a suggested build that you want to see, and whoever comments, whoever gets the most comments on those, whoever gets the most likes on those, that is what build I'm going to feature on the channel next. And I'll obviously display your name and what the build was in case anyone else didn't see it. This build actually comes from 2 very frequent subscribers to the channel. you know, there were 5 emails that came along with it, but the 2 comments that you guys can see are on one of my previous videos, and this is from Matt and Epix. They are 2 guys that, you know, they really wanted to see some PPC action, and I don't use this weapon very much at all. So I felt like it was a good chance, you know, a good opportunity to kind of go out of my comfort zone and wait until you see the loadout on my assault that I'm going to be using with the dual PPCs. You're going to probably freak out that I'm actually using that kind of loadout, but you know what? I put a couple things together, and I'm jumping out of, you know, you know, we're getting into the new year, so I'm trying to get into a newer kind of spirit of looking at these weapons and these chassis that I don't visit very frequently. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, here we are in Mining Collective, first round of 3, medium inner sphere Sparky. That's all you have to know. And the PPCs, they have the range, you know. It's you know, shooting giant energy balls across the map. You know, people know how to use them. I seem to always get stuck with how I use them. I always wind up hitting a wall, or, you know, I get the timing off and stuff like that. So hopefully I could just make a good video out of it. That's really what that's ultimately the main goal, right? Ooh, he had dual RPCs and I did. Except mine hit, so deal with that. Ooh, boy. Okay, we had a jester that looked like what I think was a jester. And I'm hopefully not going to get drilled too many times in the back. Who is standing next to me? Gonna get some range on these guys. That's what PPCs are for. You know, if you're a long-range sniper with laser-mounted weapons and so forth, that's what PPCs are for, and that's just not my forte. So, I got him. I think that's 2 hits I put on him with these things, and maybe I don't know. I feel like I'm getting hit, but it's just not registering. I easily think I got hit with like 3. Oh, there we go. Now it's registering. Nice shot. I'm just trying to stay in the game here. I know that I'm utilizing the weapons like I should be. Oh God, an LRM Stormcrow. Are you kidding me? That's a disgrace. You should be ashamed of yourself, whoever you are.
Incoming missile.
If anything, you turn it into a street crow, and that's about as far as I'm gonna go with missiles on a storm crow. To the left, to the left. Mechs are approaching from the corridor to the left. Yeah, I'm still learning how to use these PPCs. Woo! Some saucy shots I'm putting down there. Cool. We got some team kills going on. Isn't that great? Ow. Grow up. Oh, it was an arty strike. Oh, I guess that doesn't make it as bad anymore if you kill him with an arty. But anyway, back to the round. Ooh, boy. Oh, I could have got him. That would have been great. Ow. Run away. I don't know what was hitting me, and I don't know where it came from. But don't want to be in the middle of it. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, I got him. There. Eat it. Eat those energy, those balls of energy.
Right torso critical damage.
What? How'd I get hit? Ow.
Left arm critical damage. Heat level critical.
Oh boy.
Incoming
Oh
missile.
boy. Oh boy. Not good. Shut down at the worst possible spot. Ow. And that's what happens when you have an XL engine, guys. Got 1 kill, 2 assists, and 399 damage. Not, you know, not the worst I could have done, but certainly not the best. Not even gonna put it on my team. You know, they just out-positioned us.
Target destroyed.
And this map is meant for brawly kind of builds. It's very, very, very small in context relative to the other maps that you could possibly have. So, you know, when you think about it from that context, you kind of understand,
Target.
you know, what I mean by that.
Incoming missile.
But it's a good round. It was a good round overall. They just out-positioned us. Yeah, and this is the repercussions of it. And there we go. Lost 12 to 6. Got a couple kills in there. At least one of the 6. On that spider that was sniping everyone. Top one of these little tops over here. But every round is a team. You know, you have to fight as a team. And if you're not fighting as a team, well, that's what happens. So 1 kill, 4 assists, 399 damage. Everyone was around the 4s, which is pretty interesting, including our assaults need to be doing more than 4. But so be it. That's what happens. Now we're going to move on to the next one. The next one is I think is, you know, the coolest of them all, and probably, you know, an all-purpose kind of build for this, for ERPPCs, and that is the Jester, Catapult Jester. So I've gone through 2 heroes so far, but the only reason why I suggest these is, you know, personally because, you know, of the loadouts that I put on them with the engine size and so forth, the speed that they can, you know, maneuver at. And in this case, it is the positioning of the ERPPCs. My cockpit is right here, and the right and left ears or arm, at least, yeah, they consider those the arms, I believe, which is kind of crazy. But in the left and right ears, as I like to call them, you know, you have each ERPPC. And so really anything that I can see, I know I can shoot because they are mounted higher than there. So I do have 2 medium lasers right here on the left and right side of the, those are in the torsos. Not my inventory, what am I doing? And with that, again, a 1.23 heat management ratio. Put a standard engine on this one. It is another inner sphere mech. But I put a standard 300, so it goes 74.7 kph. Don't have to worry about my torsos getting blown off or anything like that and dying. That's the difference between the two, is like you kind of have to make do with that when you're using mediums, is you kind of have to decide whether you're gonna, you know, be kind of clunky and slower, but you know, keep a standard engine in there, or I mean, you could put a standard, you know, 300 or whatever I had in it in that Griffin. But then obviously you're going to lose a ton of weight that you can be using for weapons and so forth. So, you know, you just have to keep that in mind. It'll still go the same speed and everything. It just won't have the same loadout. Now with a Jester, you have a little more tonnage to work with. I went from 55 to 65 tons. Standard engine applies a little more, and you know, utilizing the ERPPCs, maximum armor everywhere. Again, apart from the back and the medium lasers in the right and left torso. I thought that would be a cool and unique build, especially how I like to, you know, view my shots. I know that if I can see it, I can hit it, and that's perfect because that just means it's mounted above my field of view. So if my crosshairs are on it, I can hit it. So we're gonna drop into the match here. Hopefully, we get maybe a win and again some good damage. Can't make any promises, but in any case, hopefully we just get some good gameplay for you guys, and you know, we see how we do. But if you're wondering why I'm not doing an ERPPC build for a light, it's just too much weight to pack into a light, and you know, if you do happen to get a build with of dual ERPPCs in a light, in whatever case you guys come up with, I know for a fact that you're going to be lacking in two areas. You're going to have to make a smaller engine, or put a smaller engine in it, so you're not going to be going as fast as you had originally intended. And your heat management is going to be horrific. The lights aren't meant to build around dual ERPPCs. And they give off a ton of heat as they are. I mean, you're shooting a giant ball of energy, concentrated energy. So you can see the heat spikes when you shoot one. It just gets, insane. It looks like we're going to be on Alpine Peaks, which is great because I mean, it's either that or HPG, and those are both cooler maps to be on. And by cooler, I mean colder. So I'll have the distance or the range that supports using this build. And I'll have the cold on my side, so it actually kind of works out that my voting didn't go for me this time. But back to the lights, you're never going to see an dual ERPPC build on a light. It's just it's too much weight. You're going to be a slower light, and from a heat management perspective, you're going to be overheating like a freaking monster. So very, very problematic, if you ask me. So in any case, here we go. We're going to be dropping again Alpine Peaks, one of the biggest maps in the game. It is huge, and if I can get a spot up on a perch up on top of that hill, and I believe it's I8 or H8, something like that, I feel like we'd be set if I can get there. Where is everyone? Where are we? There's the hill. Okay, so if somehow I can get up there, I wish we spawned on that side. That probably would have been better. We'll see. And my voice is about 95% better, I think. As you can hear, it probably is a little deeper sounding because it's still fresh back from in my vocal cords, I guess you could say. So you'll have to excuse me if I'm clearing my throat and stuff like that, just because, well, I'm trying to get better at getting to sleep. But I gotta give you guys some more content, and I figured, around the new year, it'd be cool to see some fan request builds. I've been getting a ton of suggestions and stuff like that, so there you have it. Where's that coming from?
Target acquired.
So it looks like a Blackjack has already made his way up here. Hopefully we can get up there and take this hill back from him. He already put some ERPPC damage on Kamikaze Rush, but he's also given some damage back, so
New target acquired.
ooh boy. You can even see for me, even with 1.23 as a heat management, it's not working out in my favor right now. I mean, it is because it's a colder map, so it's going to dissipate a lot quicker, but from the standpoint of, actually maintaining that, it's definitely going to be pretty real. So, ooh, dual ERPPCs to the chest. Maybe I do like this weapon after all. It's pretty. I mean, when you can land a dual ERPPC shot, and that's the killing blow. Message received, sir. Message received, and it's 3-zip right now.
Target acquired.
And that guy's going down for the count pretty soon.
New target acquired.
Hit him in the arm. He's not liking the ERPPCs. And I like how it shows you like with it where your damage hits them, because there we go. 4-1. Nice. That's magnificent.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
We really took this hill from them. Oop. I keep forgetting my lasers are torso mounted because I just keep shooting them off like, hey, you know, this is where I'm from. You know, if you want to hit me, there you go. I'm gonna try and get into a little bit of a better spot here. Shoot down on them. I don't see them.
Target acquired.
I can't see them from this angle. And they're definitely going to be shooting down from over here. You can just tell they're getting ready to mount on this perch over here. Yep. Howie. I think it would probably be best if we did drop down at this point. It's 6-3, and you know we do have a comfortable lead. Don't need to be taking arty strikes or headshots or anything like that from. Woo! Nice. And see, that's what I'm saying. The ERPPCs, they don't even register from a distance. Oh boy. Good morning. Ah, I knew it. I knew I was gonna do it, but I had to get the dual PPC shot in there anyway, just to let him know that we were here. Okay. Okay, can't climb from that direction. So there's two up here on this hill in I-9. That's the right way to call it. And there's two of them over there on the H11 hill. Where's he going? No! Did he seriously fall down?
Target destroyed.
Who is shooting me? Okay, so they're both up there.
Target acquired.
Whoa. I don't think I could hit it from that far. Can I? Oh, got it! Eat it, UAV. If they want to play the range game, I'm down. Except there's two of them and one of me. And I probably should help support everyone else who's going to go after them. Not really sure what angle they're going to attack from, but just to avoid any kind of questioning and help the team out, I'm not going to play the range game. I'm going to actually go in there and help. It's a very fresh cat or stalker we have on our team. There is kill number 11. The Black Knight versus the Timberwolf. Except now we have another Timberwolf up there to help him. And just in case, you know, he's not really taking any damage to the core. You know, and there goes one of us. I'm eating it.
Target destroyed.
There we go. So there you have it. There's our there's my heavy demo for the day. I saw myself getting caught up, so I kept turning away. 393 damage, so actually less damage than we did in the last round. Interesting enough, but we got a kill and 7 assists this time. So, you know, not bad. Not the best, but not bad. Definitely played our part. Again, with you know, with more range-mounted weapons, that's one thing that you have to understand is when you're fighting from range, you know, you're not going to be putting out the DPS that a heavy and an assault brawly kind of build are going to do. Okay. Actually, you know what? For my assault, I'm actually going to use. I was just thinking about it, and I think I'm going to use a Warhawk. I mean, look at that. He's already got him on there, doesn't he? Yeah, 2 ER PPCs, 2 large pulse, and a flamer. I'll put that on there. I don't know. But I think I'm actually going to switch these over to... Let's see, actually I could use an Omnipod, right? Right arm. Yeah, I could put a ballistics on there. Left arm I'll leave as that. So I'm doing a live build here for you guys. Why don't we'll work with this. Right torso and left torso. Ugh. Man, those are my options. Missiles and more missiles. Bull. Don't want that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do one. Well, we could fit one energy thing in the middle, so we'll put that. I guess a medium pulse. I don't even know. Actually, we could probably do. No, we can't do a large. I'm gonna put a Gauss rifle in the arm. I know that. And then we have 1.5 tons to work with. What do we need the targeting computer for? Increase. Oh yeah, autocannon and PPC projectile speeds. Okay. Kind of tempted to. Sensor range, speeds up targeting. Maybe I'll put in a different targeting comp just so I can save some more room. Let's put 3 rounds of ammo. Right? 1, 2, 3. That works. And then we will cut this down to 81. Put this down so that we have another ton to work with, and we can maybe get a large laser in the center torso. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So 2 Inner Sphere, 1 Clan. I think that's fair, because especially I know a lot of the people that watch the channel are Inner Sphere mech players. So you know, I do want to do stuff that is more catered to them as opposed to Cut that down. Cut that down. That down. And there we go. That should do it. Now, large laser. Yeah, that's 4 tons. So I could do that. So I have 2 ER PPCs, a large laser, and a Gauss rifle. I think it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good to me, at least. I don't know. What do you guys think? All you assault pilots out there, what do you think? Looks kind of neat. Let's deck this thing out a little bit. What does it look like with the smoke jag paint? Not a big fan. Oh, but I do have somehow I have the snowfall pattern unlocked on this. I don't ever remember getting that, but anyway, we'll go with that. And I'll go with the owned colors that I have. Let's do something badass looking. Should I do red? No. I'll go with Hot Rod Black. Red on the bottom. Ah, that looks pretty badass. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty cool. It looks so pretty. And then we'll go into the cockpit. Let's deck this thing out. Let's make this last round pretty extra special. What do you think? We gotta put Smoke Jaguar stuff in it, right? Yeah, because that's all I talk about. I have Christmas stuff that I won from the giveaway thing. Ghost Bear banner. Well, I'm not looking for that. And I can't seem to find anything CSJ except for the mug. A gas mask? Who that? When did these things come into the game? Does any what? A hand? Oh, no, I'm not gonna do that. Are there any holograms for clans? Marek hologram. Everything's holograms except what I want. I don't think they have anything. Yeah, I'll do the smoke jag banner. Why not? And then I will do the. Let's see. What, this thing? That's kind of cool, I guess. Go with that, and then mounted, I'll do the smoke jag war horn. There we go. Looks good enough. Never go out of style. But I kind of like this build. I think it's pretty neat looking. I'm definitely going to. I'll probably do. What am I gonna? I'll think about it when I drop. What I'm gonna label or group my weapons as. The Gauss obviously has to be by itself. The two PPCs I don't want to fire separately, so I'm gonna have to put them together. No, I'm not gonna put them together. I'm gonna put them separately, and then the large laser is gonna be hitting separately as well. So we have some decisions to make here, ladies and gentlemen. But utilizing all the tonnage that we possibly can on this thing, 85 tons, you know, it's an 85-ton assault, so it's not as big as, you know, its older brother, and of course I get like 4 of the hottest map choices you could possibly have in the game. Well, Crimson Strait's kind of neutral, so I'll do that. But I think I could group them up pretty well. Large laser, I'm trying to think what I'm going to do with the large laser. That's really what's throwing me here. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'll make 1 and 2 the PPCs, and then I'll make 3 the Gauss rifle and 4 the large laser. I like using the 3 button on my mouse for any kind of ballistics weapons, just because it's right where my finger, my pointer finger naturally lays, and I can actually switch them up. I could, you know, because I put my middle finger on the left left button, and my right finger on, or my forefinger, or my ring finger, as some people like to call it, on the right side of the mouse. So, you know, that leaves my index finger on, you know, where buttons 3 and 4 are on my mouse. So it's easier for me to use those for what I actually want to be shooting. But 1 and 2 will be the PPCs, 3 will be the Gauss, 4 will be the large laser, and we should be all set. So third round out of 3, and here we go. So, just by the looks of it, it looks pretty cool. I have 3 weapons that I can use that are in my arms, so that will be certainly beneficial, because the actuators will allow me to point them up beyond where my crosshairs are. Excuse me again. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I didn't put any modules on it, like the cool shots or anything. Not to worry, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So it brings it up to like 42 heat. Not bad. And then that large laser right in the center torso, that's nice. Right below the cockpit, so, you know, if someone gets right in my face, it's close enough. This thing goes 64.8 kph, which is nice. Gauss rifle, gotta have that ballistics on there, those ballistics on there. I'm going long range with these weapons anyway, so I figured, you know, with a Gauss rifle, can't really go wrong, right? Right. And I'm not very familiar with the Warhawk either. I'm not very familiar with any of the chassis that I'm using in this video. So I'm really taking myself out of my comfort zone. Where's everyone going? Huh? The other build that I had that was going to be it was actually an Origins mech that I was going to use for the assault is the Highlander, and I I have to admit I had a dual ER PPC on there, and then an LRM 15 and two LRM 10s. So if you can imagine me actually using long range weapons or ooh boy, so sorry about that. You stepped right after my Gauss rifle was uncharging. I could have not fired, but woo!
Target destroyed.
I like this thing. Oh my gosh, this guy keeps stepping right in front of me. I'm really sorry about that, dude. Ah, I tried to thread a needle. I'm gonna get a lot of team damage this round. I'm not used to these arms, and I'm not used to using this mech, and yeah, stop crying. Now, if they're not crying, you're not crying, right? Right. Oh, this Atlas can get messed up in a couple seconds. Come on, ladies. Put that Atlas down. I'm gonna go for him.
Target destroyed.
Ooh, there he goes. So, one less assault we have to deal with, and that was an Atlas, which is nice. I'm going to follow these guys around. It looks like we're going to swing through Bravo 4 and take them from a flank, because they left that open. And our assault, the last assault that we have is that Atlas coming through the tunnel, so we can make good use of him. I just hope that Hunchback Bee's a little more careful. He's already down to 50% and not looking too hot, so...
New target acquired.
Woo! Dual ER PPC to the head. Woo! That's so saucy. Nice. That is good work right there. My back is cored up like a mofo. Or what is this? Who are you? He doesn't like the fact that I'm coming towards him.
Target destroyed.
There he goes. He doesn't like it either.
Acquired.
I thought that Locust was coming. Is that the Locust? I think it's the Locust. On this way. There we go. Nailed him. Eat it.
New target acquired.
There's a Locust. He's over there somewhere. Yep, here he comes. He should be coming around this way. No, he's gonna get killed before I get there.
Destroyed.
And there you go. So again, with the assault, I mean, I'm down to 77%, which isn't bad at all. We definitely did a nice tunnel push. So that's what the comments are reading, in case you can't read that right now. But that was I'm sticking around that 398, almost 400 damage, and that's what we're gonna stick at for this video. At least I'm consistent, right? Got 3 kills this round, 5 assists. I'm alive, and I really like this build, the Warhawk. I'm gonna have to play around with this a little more. Maybe do a video on that. Except with a build that I actually want to do, as opposed to, not that this wasn't cool, you know, using the PPCs, it kind of threw me out of my comfort zone, so that was the intention of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, got a couple good rounds out of it, and you know, that's all I could really ask for. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment in the description below, subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate all the support that you've given me so far. You know, I've hit beyond 300 now, which is just like, I mean, I know that there's people out there with millions and millions of subscribers. But to me, it really does feel like I've accomplished a ton in such a short amount of time with, you know, the number of subscribers and support that I've gotten so far. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. Stay tuned. The next giveaway will be coming up pretty shortly that I'll do an announcement for. I'm still trying to figure it out because 500 is kind of a big number, and I think that's what I'm going to do it for is the next when I get to 500. So thank you guys so much again. And I look forward to seeing you on the battlefield and for the next video. Take care, guys.